ba. Bum dee dee dum ba dum bum ba dum ba. Be da 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 ba ba ba. A be da da ba ba ba. A be da ba dee dum dee dee dum boom. Alright. Alright. We are all set and ready to go. Hello, travelers of the internet. Welcome back to Guardian Studios. Or if you're new to the channel, hey there and welcome to you. My name is JGarner1, and I am your host, your guide, and your humbled bard into the worlds virtual. And I am very pleased to welcome you all back to the channel, or in the case of the newcomers, welcome you fresh to a Guardian Studios experience. Hello, Kyle. Good to see you. Hope you are doing well today. Hope you're having a good day, or if not, then hey, hope the stream makes your day a little better. And the same for everybody else, whether you were watching live or after the fact. I hope you enjoy your time here. Ow! Stinking pain in the neck. Zombie decided to transfer his fire to me. Hey, Ryan! Good to see you, pal. Hey, what's good is I am here and I am ready to have some fun. I think. Whoop! Got Techno the Pig watching over the villagers here. Yeah, I think I'm ready for today's plan. We'll see if I actually am. I may not be quite ready to do what I want to do. But I'm going to try my best. I do know for sure that it is good to be back. That I definitely know. No, you little bonehead. Oh. Well, that didn't cause nearly as much damage as I was expecting. Good. Good. Give me back my cobblestone. Alright, let's move it or lose it. I'm talking to whoever, Kyle. At this point, I'm talking to whoever. I'm doing pretty good, Ryan, to answer your question. And yeah, I think I'm ready for what I'm going to be doing today, Kyle. If anybody wondering, what I'm going to be doing today is finally finishing the storage system of my gold farm. If you guys have seen the previous streams, the last few streams, I have been busy trying to build an automatic, passive gold farm. It's something that I haven't done in a long time, hence I've had to use a tutorial to know how to build it. But now I'm trying to figure out how to do the storage system in such a way that I can stock up on a ton of gold, get a ton of levels, and have everything organized. I want to make it so that I can have all the items that I would get from the gold farm going where I want them to go to maximize how much gold I'm getting and minimize how much effort I have to go to find whatever I'm looking for when I come around to the farm storage system looking for gold. Now, the gold farm in and of itself is very, very simple. It's basically just a giant self-activating and deactivating nether portal. But I've got it's engineered in such a way that you can toggle whether it's actively turning on or turning off. And it has a trident killer. So, a trident killer, for anyone who doesn't know what that is It's pistons pushing around a trident that you've thrown into the machine so that the trident kills the mobs inside of the machine, and because you threw the trident, because a player threw in the trident causes the mobs to drop XP, as well as the items that they drop from dying. Now, to answer your question right there, Ryan, you're asking how does it turn on and off? Once we get over to it, I will explain in detail, but essentially there's one system built up to light the portal constantly whenever it's deactivated, and a dispenser set up to push a powdered snow block into the portal's space to break it. Because there's only one way to shut off a nether portal if you don't want it active, and that's to place a block inside the portal within the portal frame so that the portal realizes, oh, I can't be here, and then it breaks and is essentially deactivated. Okay, now we get the dolphin? Are you kidding me? Hey, Leo! Good to see you, man. Glad you can make it. How you doing? Doing alright? Hope so. Alright. I want to say that I dropped off the stuff I was working with. Yep. Here it is. That is a lot of iron. That's a lot of iron and stuff. Trident. Some of the materials I think are still over at the farm. I'm hoping they are. Otherwise, we've got a problem. And if we've got a problem, well, we've got a problem. And that's not good. If there's a problem with this, it's going to drive me crazy. But with the gold farm being an automatic passive gold farm... Nice! Good on you, Ryan! That's awesome! Hey, congratulations, my man. A big old congratulations to you. That is insanely cool. Well, here it is, the gold farm, and I forgot to bring pumpkins again. That's alright, I gotta make sure that I actually have copper over here to use to make the copper golems. Because part of my plan to make this thing have good storage and organized storage is to use copper golems. Okay, good. The materials are here. I just brought some extra. It may look confusing, Ryan, but believe you me, it is very simple. It's actually a really simple, in concept, mechanism. So, okay. The base of it is this portal. Which, as you can see, nether portals have a chance of spawning in zombie piglins, which is how this is a gold farm. Now, the portal is massive. Over here, we have a mechanism filled with lava, trapdoors, and observers that's constantly updating the portal and trying to light it if it's not lit. Over here, we have another mechanism, which I can turn on and off, that activates... Basically, it turns on a redstone clock to constantly try to push a powdered snow block into the portal, which if the powdered snow is placed, the portal breaks. and then this thing can't light it because there's a block in the way. That dispenser activates and deactivates rapidly, repeatedly, so it's constantly pushing the snow block out and then sucking it back in. Out, in, out, in, out, in. And every time it goes back into the dispenser, the portal reignites. And every time you light another portal, there is a random chance... Uh-oh. I think my little LA buddy might drift into the portal. That'll be the second one that's done that. Every time the portal reignites from the redstone, making it go on and off, it spawns in another zombie piglin. And the zombie piglins end up falling into this chamber right here. Which this is the kill chamber. Once they are killed, the zombie piglins drop their items and the XP they're worth. And I can just sit here and collect all the XP. Meanwhile, the items are sucked up by a series of hoppers, hopper carts, and chest boats underneath the kill chamber and siphoned down to here. See, the chest boats make it so that there is a storage buffer between layers. Oh, really, Ryan? It's snowing for you? Jeez. You guys get snow at odd times of the year, I think. But then again, I live in an area that gets snow at specific times of the year, if at all. Hello, Bed. OG Bed. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, this is where the storage currently ends. However, my plan is to make a system over here based in copper golems, redstone filters, and a super smelter. Where, okay, so copper golem is sitting here. Copper chest is here. Over here we've got 3 double chests. One for rotten flesh, one for gold nuggets, one for gold ingots. And then over here will be a chest with hoppers leading out of it into a super smelter array that will use rails and hoppers and everything to fill up a chest cart, send it around, and have golden swords that will go into the system be smelted down to nuggets. Because unfortunately, zombie piglins are constantly dropping their swords when they die. Especially if you happen to have a looting sword in hand. So the copper golems are sitting here, and there'll be a bunch of them, constantly looking into the copper chest, dumping all the stuff into the chests around them that they can reach, and then bada bing bada boom, you got everything automatically organized and rapidly put away where you want it. At the very least, that's the hope. That is the plan. Whether or not it'll all work out that way, I haven't the faintest idea. The only thing I know for sure is that this is a farm that I've been needing for a while on several worlds. And I'm only just now building one. Oh, fiddlesticks, of course. As soon as I go to sleep, as soon as I want to go to sleep, we have a zombie piglin drop into the kill chamber. Well, let me put it to you this way, Bad. I just got an update for Minecraft on my PlayStation. So, whatever the latest update is, Honestly, it's hard to keep track of the numbers sometimes. The specific number is hard to keep track of at times. But whatever the latest and most up-to-date version is, that's the one I'm on. Alright, so I've got wood, I've got iron, I've got redstone dust. I need to go get some quartz and some pumpkins. Quartz and pumpkins. That's what I need right now. My sub count, Ryan, is currently sitting solid on 1,072. For which I have to thank everybody who's been subscribing, watching, subscribing, all that. Thank you guys massively for all the support. Reliable Gnostics. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Guardian Studios, the family-friendly gaming channel where everyone is welcome and everyone can have a good chill time. Boop. Zip, zip, zahoo. And I appreciate that more than I can tell you, Ryan. Interesting, Reliable. Interesting, interesting. Whoop! Ow. So, we're gonna find some quartz. You need quartz. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take this glass with me, because I might want that. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. Bum 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 bum. What's in here? Stuff. Stuff and nonsense. Me, Reliable? Oh, everything from Mario Brothers, Legend of Zelda, Sonic, all the way to Metroid Prime, tons of RPGs, both turn-based and open, I guess not open, but free roam, and, yeah, there's a bunch. There's a bunch. It's hard to name all the kinds of games that I enjoy, but generally speaking, most of the time it's games rated anywhere from E to T and just all kinds. Alright, so do I have any stone anywhere? Do I have any stone in here? No. No stone there. These are the times when I wish I had a furnace-based super smelter and not just a blast furnace one. Because sometimes that actually comes back to bite me in a bad way. But I love having the super smelter because it makes everything cook so fast. Well. Eventually I'll set up one of each kind. One of each kind of super smelter. So for now, let's pop some cobble. Into here. Gonna have to cook up some stone. Cook some cobblestone into stone, and then we can take it with us. Aha! I also needed quartz. That was another thing that I needed. Quartz, stone, pumpkins. That's something I need. Pumpkins, pumpkins. Hey, is this up to date? No, this is not up to date. Well, let's update it. Pop that out. Reach in here. Grab that. And there we go. 1072 JGuard01 Guardian Studios YouTube subscribers. Have I mentioned lately that you guys are awesome? You genuinely are, by the way. You guys are genuinely awesome. Alright. So, I needed the quartz for comparators, but I also need stone just for the, whatchamacallit? I'm trying to think of the word. Check my sub count again. Oh, it just went up a little bit. Hey, it just went up. I'm glad I'm still here at the Hobbit hole. Ryan, I have no illusions. You just helped out somehow, I think. Thank you massively for that, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woohoo! 1074. That is awesome. How is there a cow? That was weird. How did I have a cow running around in my house? Huh? The answer just clicked in my head, though. The mob farm. I must have had a baby cow hanging out in the mob farm that grew at the fence and was able to climb out and as it grew up. It's the only explanation I can think of. Good one, Ryan. I was not expecting that. That was good. Steakhouse. Oh, that was good. Pumpkin. I almost left without grabbing the pumpkins. Pumpkin, 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 pumpkin. I need a bunch of pumpkins. I need a bunch of pumpkins. For anybody wondering, that's because we're going to need them for copper golems. We're somehow going to have to compact them down into 1 block worth of space, if we can. Why is this so? Because I need to contain them so that they are easier to manage. Plus, if they can't move around, or they don't have to move around a bunch, they are a lot faster and a lot more efficient. Oh my gosh, dude, you are funny. You are really funny, Ryan. You know that? You're really funny. Hello, Insane! Hello, Insane Style. Welcome, welcome, welcome! How did I make my interface so far from the screen borders? What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean there, Insane. What do you mean? Do you prefer to be called Insane, or do you prefer to be called Style? Because I'm thinking I'm going to call you Style. I'm just trying to understand what it is you're asking me. Oh! Well, that's because it is PlayStation 4. That's what I play on. Well, that's what I stream on, generally. I do play it with other machinery, but this is the one that I use the most. Screen borders? What you talking about? I'm a little confused. Screen borders? I don't know what that... Huh? I have no idea what that means. Why do I not know what that means? I'm still not entirely understanding, but, okay. Yeah, I think I'm not understanding just because terminology is throwing me off. So please understand it. It's probably not you, it's probably just me not quite getting what you're saying. Oh. Are you talking about how high up it is from the bottom border of the screen? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying there, Style? And how the other bits are further away from the edge of the screen? Yeah, I don't know how to change that. I do not know how to change that, or if it's even something I can change. Hey, Orlando! When you're done chat, can you rate my server on stream? I might be able to do that, but I think I'll do that as a separate session, my friend. Sure, Ryan. My graphics settings? Maybe. Hang on. Let me continue what I'm working on here. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. That's where they'll port into first. And copper golems are going to sit right here. Copper chest is going to be right here. Hey, Dino! Welcome back, my dude. Welcome back. Interesting new name. Interesting name. Oh, wait. That's right. You were having trouble with your account, weren't you? That's right. I forgot for a moment there. Still, it's good to see you, man. I hope you're able to get that situation fixed at some point. Alright. I need to refresh my memory on how this filter thing is done, so let's head back to the base for a minute. Back to Hobbit's Cove. And yes, that's actually what I'm calling my base now. I have given it a name. Hobbit's Cove. Geography test. Fun. Geography is so fun. It ain't just reading maps. It's also reading topography. Not to mention climate and altitude and things like that. But I'm sure you'll be able to handle it, Dino. I'm sure you'll be able to handle it. Admittedly, geography is quite fascinating. Oh. Hold it. Nah, I'll worry about those later. First things first. Aha! That's what I thought. Okay, so comparator. Into redstone dust. On the side of the redstone dust, there is a repeater, a block, and a redstone torch. These are things I need to remember. These are the things that shall decide how I build my gold farm storage. Ah, there he is. For a second, I thought my little buddy had flown into the nether portal after all. I don't want him to do that, though. I want him to stay out here where I can play around with him. Where he can fly around and follow me. Get out of that accent. There's no need to be using that accent now. And this one, on the other hand, is not too bad. It's actually quite fun. The other accent I do is kind of overtly stereotypical. At some point, Style, at some point, I'm just really focused in. I want to get this project taken care of. I want to finish. I want to try to finish my, my gold farm. I want to get the storage system built and operational. And there we go. Did they really? I hope someone put a stop to that. Gold nugget, gold ingot, rotten flesh. Gotta set up filters over here for those. Alright, we'll start with the nuggets. And then we'll put in a gold ingot. And then rotten flesh. And of course I'll set up a filter system to be able to handle all this much easier. I broke his ruler. Oh no. Yikes. Brutal. That's brutal, that is. But if he didn't want any trouble, he shouldn't have started any. Don't start nothing and there won't be nothing, as the old saying goes. Still see it on the roof. That's quite funny. No! Oh, you dimwit. Urgh. Now I gotta get down here and check these barrels. I think they try to put stuff in there that wasn't supposed to go in. Okay. Oh, really, Ryan? Awesome! That's kind of cool. Oh, what? The enchantment list? It's always done that. It's always shown me that. Yeah, that's just part of the base game. Alright, so I think in order to make sure these guys aren't plucking anything out they're not supposed to, and not wandering around, I have to put a slab on top of them. But I don't know. Right now, it doesn't seem like they're able to detect the copper chest. Just a little unfortunate. But then they were trying to put stuff in there that wasn't supposed to go into any of the chests, so... I'm also realizing I've made a mistake. Yeah, I kind of had made a mistake. Alright, let me see here. Whoops! I was not trying to do that. I just realized I've got a small problem. I'll be back. I'll be back to work on this some more. I just realized I need some honey corn. I'm sorry to hear that, Dino. Alright, hang on a second, guys. Hang on a sec. I gotta get some more water. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Have to make sure I've got water. Gotta be able to stay hydrated, you know? Even when it gets cold, I have to do that, because if you don't make sure you got stuff to keep you hydrated, you are, of course, going to get dehydrated, and that's not good. That never ends well. Getting dehydrated is bad. And if you've never experienced it, trust me, you probably have and just didn't recognize it. Excuse me. Alright, so I need some honeycomb. So I can wax. So I can wax my copper golems. Do I know the name? The meme T-O... No, but I know what those letters serve as an abbreviation for in that order. Or no, I don't. Wait a minute. No, I don't. I'm a little concerned. A meme? Yeah, I'm a little concerned now. Sometimes memes don't go over very well with me. Well, if it's getting late for you, man, then yeah, you probably should. See you later. Thanks for dropping in. Alright, something tells me I don't have any honeycomb yet. Do I have a campfire? Because I got a beehive right over here that I can set up. Alright, hang on. Boop, boop, ba-da, boop, boom. I just gotta be able to wax the copper golems. Well, where's the rest? That's supposed to make three blips of this stuff. Aha, there it is. Any more beehives? I don't think so. I think I'd have to place a few. Which is not gonna happen. Not right now, anyway. I don't know where I would look to find if I have any more honeycomb. But I need this stuff so I can wax the copper golems. Yeah, I may have to place a whole bunch. This is part of why eventually I need to have a bee farm at some point. Alright, what do we got? Got Since it's nighttime, the bees won't come out of their nests. Which makes it the ideal time to harvest. Just gotta make sure you never try to place a Minecraft beehive without having a campfire underneath. Because the moment that you do that without a campfire under it, oh boy, them bees are gonna come buzzing out at you and they are gonna be ticked off. Not fun. Believe you me, it is not fun. Now, while I'm here, there is something else I need to do. I need to rename a couple of items so that we don't have any issues with the filter. Gotta set up the filter so that the golems, the copper golems will be able to put items into chests, into specific chests, and not put them in the wrong ones. From rotten flesh to rotten flesh. That's fancy. It's fancy. Now this way, if we play our cards right, we can have the copper golems dump a whole bunch of stuff, pull out a whole bunch of stuff from the copper chest, and put it where it's supposed to go in the other chests, and just keep filling stuff up until it backs up into the filter, which we're not ever going to let that happen, but at least I don't plan on letting that happen. But I've got to have the storage filtered so that stuff goes where I want it to go. Okay, little guy is still trying to keep up. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Boy. That is correct, right? Yep. Okay. We're almost done. There, now those guys won't be able to run out of, you know, they won't be able to lock up. How'd you get... Oh. Oh, can they not work with that one? What can be opened? The question is, can they see it? He keeps trying to go where he doesn't need to. Alright, if anybody's wondering what I'm doing right now, I don't blame you. I'm trying to set it up so I can use a piston to push some blocks into place. Because right now those guys are kind of just fiddling around and wasting a little bit of time with the way they're set up. They're not as efficient as they could be right now, and I want to fix that. The easiest way to fix it, though, is to force them all into one block. So I need a piston. Good. Good. I think we've got it figured out now. There we go. And that's just going to speed it all up even more. Which is what I want. I want this sped up to be as efficient as it possibly can. I think one of them's got a torch. Yep, I was right. That's what was happening. One of them was holding on to a torch and didn't know what to do with it. So now, if I get some more copper blocks, I can spawn in even more copper golems to push into place and make this setup even more rapid fire, which would make it even more efficient. And I can either ship off the gold swords to be dumped into lava and burned, or dropped in fire and burned, or I can have them sent into a super smelter system and have them cooked into something useful, like nuggets. Gold nuggets. There's gold in Nundar Hills. I wonder why when I'm facing the sea, I get more lag happening. Because I do, and I don't know why. Still, this is cool. The system works. Now all that's left is to make it so that the swords are getting sent off to be cooked. At least as far as I can think, that's all that's left. Out of water again? Yeesh. half tempted to set up another, except if I do that, then it's just gonna back everything up. See, here's the problem. Now they are getting stuck. At least one of them is getting stuck from this chest. And I don't know why. And with them so clumped together, I can't target the one that's... Or I couldn't target the one that had items to get put away. Oh, I get it. Because there was a solid block there, they weren't able... I think they just weren't able to target the rotten flesh chest for some reason. Now they should all be able to target the rotten flesh chest. At least I would have thought that'd be the case. Now I'm not sure why they're having such a problem. Because they're having a problem, and I don't know why. I gotta look up a question that's running through my head right here. Aha. This... Okay, that is now empty. So they do organize it. They're just not quite as fast as I would have liked. I mean, they're fast, don't get me wrong. And stuff is going where it's supposed to go in the end, but... I'm hearing way too many negative head rolls, negative head spins. Small part of the problem, I think, is that there are so many in such a confined space, kinda. Problem with doing it like this is now got the problem that I was worrying about earlier. Some of them can't get to the chests that they want to check. Okay. Whoops. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I'm starting to think that it's better to just have them free roaming. Just block them off from going over on this side. This is where copper golems become a problem. They're fastest at organizing stuff when they don't have very far to go, and when they don't have very many chests they have to check. I just don't know what I'm doing, what I can do to make this work the way I wanted it to. I'm starting to feel like I need to just scrap this part. Yeah, I'm really starting to feel that way. And I say that mainly because these guys are just becoming more trouble than I'm willing to put up with right now. Will this one stop trying to get where it doesn't need to be? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, this... I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. The more I try to figure out how I can fix it, the more I feel like it's just... not something I can fix. I think the issue is that these guys can't check the same chests for what they're supposed to put away in there. I think that's where I'm hitting my problem. I guess I kind of assumed that they could, but they're not doing it. If they can, then they're just not doing it in the way that I thought they did. But honestly, I don't know anymore. All I know is that these guys are awesome until they're not. Wait. They are checking the same chest. Why haven't they put it in the gold nugget chest? Oh, what? Can they suddenly not see the gold nugget chest? Huh? Suddenly they're not seeing the gold nugget chest? Is that what's happening? Suddenly they can't see it? I am so confused. Great. Okay. Stinking copper golems are harder to get in there in the right way than I ever imagined they would be. Alright. Now I've got it set up the way it needs to be. Now, if I put more guys in here, they should all be able to work together to organize whatever comes in. Or at least you would think so. See, part of my issue, part of why I'm getting so irritated about this, is I'm trying to make it so I can actually do an AFK session. And the stuff not working the way it should has been slowing down my plan. I'll have to add in more guys later. Oh crud, I ran out of water again. Alright. So, problem should be fixed now. Or at least one would hope that it is. So now, if I go up here and grab my trident... Trident, not the bag, the trident. And then toss the trident into the system, I should be able to get... My storage should be able to handle whatever comes through. We'll see on that point. I may end up having to add more copper golems after all, but I think that'll do it for this stream, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and say thank you all ever so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you did, please be sure to let me know by leaving a like and a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Check out the About page for links to other pages with more content and more ways to support the channel. Share the channel with your friends who think they might enjoy it too. And of course, don't forget to smack that notification bell so that you don't miss the next stream or video. With that all being said, thank you once again for watching. I am JGuard01, your guide, your bard, and your humble host into the worlds virtual and fantastical. And I'll see you all next time, right here on Guardian Studios. Bye!